Speaking of Kendrick Nunn, another segment. Okay. Is he the best player right now in the league? George, you go first.
No. We got the players. Hey, I'm biased. I'm not scared. No, I'm not. No, listen. No,
George.
Okay, no, yes.
That's what he does every Tuesday overplay show. He never.
You're not going to disrespect me like that on camera.
I'm just saying. That's what you said the first 5 minutes.
To me, all right. To me, based off of last season.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I?
Go ahead.
May I? Skip. Based off of last season, obviously, I would rank Kendrick Nunn at #1. He came in, got accumulated to Euroleague basketball real quick, clutch in the playoffs, timely shots, big shots. I don't know how he's not the best player in the league based off of last season. At the same time, Mike James' longevity and Shane Larkin has been doing it for quite a few years. He's got 2 Euroleague titles to K-Nun's 1. Of course, K-Nun is 1-0 in the Final Four. He's got 1 in 1 year. But in my humble opinion, and I don't know if I'm biased because I get to see this guy play almost every week, K-Nun is the best player in the league right
now. I disagree. I have him at #2. #1 is Mike James in my eyes, and the reason is because he's the reigning MVP. I had him as the guy who's under the most pressure for the upcoming season, but I think right now #1 is Mike James. #2 is Kendrick Nunn.
I think those are both really good answers. But for me, I just can't. I can't give it to anyone other than Shane Larkin, man. I really can't. I think he's the best player in the league.
So you think Shane Larkin is the best player right now?
Absolutely. I don't rank based on.
But how is Shane Larkin the best player in the league when Anadolu Efes was 10th last year, 11th?
He played in 33 games, I'm pretty sure. He led the entire EuroLeague in
Steph
PIR.
was still the best shooter in the league, even though the Warriors were 10th or 11th.
Best shooter. Different story.
I don't know about that one.
For me, I don't forget and say your team success is the reason why you're not the best player anymore. No, that's not how I view things. In that case,
that's because you're a LeBron fan.
The GOAT, yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, why is Slukas not the best? He was the Final Four MVP. Why is Lesort not?
They are. Honestly, they are in the top 15 in my eyes.
If you top 15 is different than best player in the league.
Listen, best player in the league is one guy.
If we talk about the Final Four, Costa, I respect you a lot. You know that. You won that game. Everybody knows you won that game. But it's called Final Four MVP. To me, it was either Lesort or Jaren Grant.
It was Lesort.
Based on both games.
It was Lesort.
Based on both games.
I have no problem with Kostas Slukas winning the Final Four MVP.
But
the Final Four MVP is the Final Four MVP.
Of the final.
He
was the MVP of the final. He was not the final MVP.
In my eyes,
I don't know. Like if he did not play well in the first game.
If he had the game that he had in the final in the first game, and then he had the first game he had in the final, would he have won Final Four MVP?
No.
No.
But
Lesort would have got it. It's because it's the reason. But that's
besides the point. I don't hate it. I mean, he won. He's the reason they lifted the cup.
To me, they have 3 guys that probably think they're the best on the team: Lesort, Slukas, and Kendrick Nunn.
Yeah.
But back to the question, it's still Shane Larkin. He won back-to-back.
No disrespect to Shane Larkin, but
big disrespect. Big disrespect.
In my eyes, he's not even top 5,
and not even top 10.
He's not even top 10.
Yeah,
in my eyes. I'm gonna go on record.
He's never coming on the show now, guys.
If you go on my TikTok, you're gonna see the whole list with 30 players.
Badly.
Let me put on. Oh my God.
So now you can see.
That's why you have LeBron as your GOAT.
Okay. I didn't.
Okay, I get it.
I did it.
George, you have to see.
All right.
Shane Larkin is still the best player in my opinion.
Shane Larkin is a GOAT in the EuroLeague, but right now he has to at least make the playoffs, be back. Team success matters in my eyes.
So
team
random,
but
100%. Where do you have Mirotic in your ranking?
Mirotic, I think have him top 15, if I'm not mistaken. Top 15. Top 15, I think. Yeah.
I do.
You know, George. What's funny? You know what? Chima has taken your place on the Overplay show. The reason for that is because you guys are alike. You know why?
I don't think we can put. He's a professional athlete.
George, you know why?
One of the stars in the league. I'm not going to put him on the same bench as us.
Let me finish. Because you guys are alike. Why? Because you don't answer to the questions.
I answer the question. Shane Larkin is the best player in the league.
If I ask Chima right now to rank the top 30 players in the Euroleague, he's
off the top of my head.
No, not off your top of the head.
I got a quick question right here. We're talking about Mike James before, and we said he hasn't won one. So we're going to just throw out the Shane Larkin's 1-2.
Right.
No, I'm saying Shane Larkin is a GOAT in the EuroLeague. We're talking about it right now.
But you're saying right now,
so we're not going to write him off.
He's going to think that I'm going to disrespect him.
No, you are because you're saying right now as if last season he wasn't first overall in PIR.
His team success matters. I don't know why you think
Will
that team success doesn't matter.
Will Clyburn was out. They fired a head coach. They had a lot of problems. Yes,
it was an adjustment year.
It was an adjustment.
Because of Vasa leaving, if you allow me, I feel like because of Vasa leaving,
I agree.
His role changed. He had to adapt to being the only guy that can create for himself and for his teammates at a high level.
Shane Larkin delivered, man. He delivered. And off the court, whether they had problems, I don't know. But all I know is they had injuries. They had different issues that, you know, he could have struggled with those issues, but he didn't. He was consistent. And every time you watched them play or looked at the box score, Shane Larkin delivered. Like,
he's gonna be big time this year because there's gonna be guys glued to their players. He's gonna have more lanes to operate, and Shane Larkin's gonna have a breakout season.
He's gonna
triple threat show, guys. First episode.
Breakout season, Shane Larkin. Like going from here to
going
where?
From first.
It's the triple threat show powered by BWIN. Thank you, BWIN. Appreciate it. Can't wait for us to get more team chemistry because he's forgetting about that. He's forgetting that Shane Larkin played next to a true point guard, which allowed him to be more of a scoring guard. He had to be the guy for passing, playmaking, and creating for himself. So
he's going to be more of a.
I'm not going to judge Shane Larkin based on last season.
I think he was.
I love his game. No disrespect.
He was more of a point guard last year, though.
He had to be. He had to be.
But that's where they messed up with Darius Thompson because we're forgetting about him.
Yep.
He was amazing the year before in Baskonia.
Yep.
He was one of the people that I wanted to, play with. I would have loved to play with a point guard like that. And I think his role was a big reason why they struggled. They had him in the corner a lot, and obviously it's not his game. He led the EuroLeague in assists the year before, and then went over there to stand in the corner. So I think that was,
that was an adjustment year.
Adjustment, mismanagement, whatever it is.
We'll be tough on them. We'll be tough on them.
Yeah. I think they're top 6. I think they're top 6.